Meeting maniacs, prepare for mathematical massacre. That recurring Monday meeting is not collaboration. It's a weekly ritual sacrifice of 10 man hours on the altar of organizational cowardice, costing you around $400,000 annually in wasted wages. The average executive spends about 23 hours a week in meetings. That's 60% of their work life, watching PowerPoint purgatory while productivity plummets. MIT research shows that it takes 23 minutes to refocus after a meeting interruption. That's not management. That's murder by meeting. Hello, I'm Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, CEO of the Stagnation Assassins, and the Executive Director of the Stagnation Intelligence Agency. As always, this will be a fast-paced, bold, in-your-face episode where we will help teach all the aspiring stagnation assassins out there how to declare war on stagnation. If you have issues with calendars that look like prison schedules and productivity that's been murdered by meetings, in this podcast, you will discover Meeting Mass Extinction that cancels all recurring rituals, the 25-5-1 rule that makes meetings matter, and the zero-based meeting budgets that treat time like the treasure that it is. Let me paint you a portrait of productivity purgatory. Walk into any corporate office at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, and what do you see? Conference rooms packed with people pretending to pay attention while secretly checking email. Minds wandering like lost tourists while someone reads their slides that everyone has already received in an email a week before. I've seen companies where people spend more time in meetings about work than actually doing work. There was this marketing team that had a weekly 2-hour alignment meeting with 12 people. Cost per meeting, about $2,400 in salary time. Value created, maybe $200 worth of decisions that could have been made in a 5-minute email. That's paying Ferrari prices for bicycle results. Unacceptable. The meeting madness multiplies like malignant math. Each meeting spawns follow-up meetings and prep meetings for the meeting and debrief meetings after the meeting. It's like organizational rabbits breeding bureaucracy. One company I heard about tracked their meeting genealogy and found that one quarterly planning meeting spawned 47 derivative meetings. 47. That's not planning, that's plague. Here's the hilarious horror. Most meetings achieve outcomes that could be handled in a 5-minute conversation or a single email. But we gather groups, we book rooms, we create agendas, and we perform productivity theater because nobody has the courage to say, this is a waste of everyone's time. We are too polite to protect our own productivity. It's ridiculous. Research is revolting here. Studies show about 71% of executives consider meetings unproductive and inefficient. Yet these same executives schedule more meetings. It's like knowing cigarettes kill, but smoking more because you're stressed out about cancer. The meeting industrial complex has created corporate Stockholm syndrome, where victims defend their captors. Standing meetings are the worst offenders. These recurring rituals happen whether needed or not. I saw a company with a daily stand-up meeting that had morphed into a 45-minute sit-down meeting where 20 people shared updates that nobody cared about. Cost, about $37,000. Value, zero. But it happened every day because that's what agile teams do. But here's the really repulsive revelation. Meetings have become hiding places for the unproductive. People pack their calendars with meetings to look busy while avoiding actual work. Oh, sorry, I'm in back-to-back meetings becomes the battle cry of the bureaucratically busy. They're not working. They're professional meeting attendees. Another company discovered that their average employee spent 31 hours monthly in meetings, but only 2.5 hours in deep, focused work. That's like paying for a sports car that spends 90% of its time in the garage. They were literally meeting themselves to death, while competitors who actually worked ate their market share. It is time to commit meeting genocide. Meeting Mass Extinction starts now. Cancel every recurring meeting and make them justify their resurrection. One company did this and something magic happened. 80% never came back. Nobody missed them. They saved about 10,000 man-hours annually. That's like hiring 5 full-time employees for free. The 25-5-1 rule revolutionizes the meetings you do keep. Maximum 25 minutes. Urgency drives efficiency. Maximum 5 participants. More means hiding. Solve one specific problem. Not discuss or review. You have to solve it. A tech company implemented this and cut meeting times by 73% while increasing decision quality. Turns out constraints create clarity. Standing meetings should actually involve, standing. Studies show that standing meetings are about 34% shorter than with equal outcomes. One company took it further. They removed chairs from meeting rooms. Suddenly, hour-long meetings became 20-minute meetings of focused fury because comfort kills urgency and discomfort drives decisions. Zero-based meeting budgets treat time like money because it is. Calculate the true cost, hourly rates of attendees, lost productivity from context switching, opportunity cost of deep work destroyed, and post that cost outside each conference room. And when people see that their weekly status meeting is costing $3,000, they suddenly find ways to go faster and share status quicker. Asynchronous alternatives annihilate most meeting needs. That's brainstorming session. Use a shared document where people can contribute when they're actually creative, not when the calendar commands. Status updates, written reports, people read when relevant. One company replaced 15 weekly meetings with asynchronous tools, and productivity jumped about 40%. Meeting ROI requirements make waste visible. Every meeting request must state specific decision needed, why it can't be handled asynchronously, expected ROI. If you can't articulate the value that exceeds the cost, then no meeting. A financial services firm required this, and meeting requests dropped by about 60% overnight. But here's the counterintuitive catalyst. Fewer meetings make the remaining ones more powerful. When meeting time becomes precious, people prepare, they participate, and they produce. Quality skyrockets and quantity plummets. One executive told me we have 80% fewer meetings, but 200% more gets done in the one we kept. The 2-pizza rule prevents bloats. If you can't feed the group with 2 pizzas, it is too big. Amazon uses this religiously. More people means more opinions, less ownership, slower decisions. Small groups move mountains. Large groups form committees. Remember, as always, visit toddhagopian.com for some awesome free content on slaying stagnation, or go straight to the source and visit the world's largest stagnation slaughterhouse at stagnationassassins.com. Make sure to sign up for updates on both. Follow me on the socials, buy our books, do all the things. But most importantly, tune in next time as we continue to declare war on stagnation. Your Meeting Massacre mission for the day: cancel every single meeting on your calendar for next week. Every single one. Then only add back those where you can articulate specific value exceeding the time cost. I guarantee you'll discover 70% were productivity parasites. Track how much deep work you accomplish in your meeting-free week versus a normal week. The difference will convert you from meeting maniac to productivity prophet. What could you achieve with 23 extra hours every week? Thanks again, folks. Looking forward to next week.